scout film or preliminary film without contrast. So, in order to determine if the patient is well prepared for the examination, now, like for example, this radiograph. Now, this radiograph is a plain radiograph, and this is a plain KUV. Now, plain KUV, of course, is being used as a scout film in barium enema, as well as a scout film for intravenous pyelography or urography. Now, since all the systems or all the urinary system, part of the urinary system is included in this area, so KUV yung ginagamit natin. Likewise, all the parts of the large intestine are included also in this area. That's why a plain KUV is also being used as a scout film for large intestine or examination of the large intestine. Like this radiograph, if you will notice, meron to mga picoloid materials. Now, paano mo ma-determine kung ang pasyente is well prepared for examination? Now, you have to take a look at the scout film. Kung ang pasyente natin, walang masyadong picoloid materials or mga feces dito sa large intestine. Now, dito sa may distal portion, wala tayo halos makita mga feces and at the same time mga gases dito sa area ng rectosigmoid paakyat dito sa may descending colon. Now, ito yung descending colon. Ang makikita lang natin ay mga gases. Yung mga itim-itim lang. Likewise, dito sa transverse colon, mga gases pa rin ang laman. Pero pagdating dito sa may hepatic flexure, going down to the ascending colon, nandito na yung maraming feces. So in some instances, may mga radiologists na hindi ina-allow na ituloy yung procedure kung ganito kadumi yung ating large intestine. Dahil ang pasyente nahihirapan pagdating dito sa area na to. Kung pagdating dito sa distal portion, dire-diretso lang yan. Pero pagdating dito sa may proximal portion, may hirapang pumasok ang contrast mo dahil punong-puno ito ng dumi. That's why we make it a point na ang pasyente natin is well prepared for the examination. Lalong-lalo na kung biglang dudumi yan sa table. Pag biglang dumi yan sa table, may kasama yan. Pagka halimbawang tutuloy natin ang procedure natin na may mga dumiyan. Okay lang na dumumi pasyente kung lahat ng ilalabas niya ay barium. Wala nang problema doon. Kasi barium naman yan eh. Pero kung may mga kasama pa yan, doon mahirap. Okay? Kayo maglilinis niyan because the moment that the patient enters the radiology department, the patient is your responsibility na. It's not the responsibility of the nursing aide or the nurses kung halimbawang nakakonfine yung pasyente mo. Pagka pasyente nasa loob na ng X-ray department, under your care, he or she is your responsibility. So, kung ano man ang gawin ng pasyente dyan, ikaw maglilinis niyan. Okay? Now, of course, sa initial projection natin, since pag nagpasok tayo ng contrast material, ang unang-unang pinapasukan ng contrast ay ang rectosigmoid. So definitely, kung rectosigmoid ang unang-una, yun ang unang-una natin iispatan. Kumbaga, yun ang unang-una natin pupunan, the rectosigmoid area. Dahil yun ang initial na positions na pwede natin gawin. So this is the rectosigmoid area. Now, this is an LPO position. So, LPO position to. So, this is the rectum. This is the part of the sigmoid. Now, on this side, this is the lateral position of the rectum. Now, this was taken under fluoroscopy using an image intensifier and, of course, divided the film into two projections, two lateral projections of the rectum. Hindi kasama ang sigmoid dito. This is only the rectum. Kung kasama ang sigmoid, ito yan. So, kailangan kasama yung malapit na sa descending colon. Okay? Then, after the rectosigmoid area, syempre, pag rectosigmoid area, paakyat na tayo. So, after the rectosigmoid area will be the descending colon and the splenic flexure. Yes? So, descending colon muna tayo. Now, of course, after the rectosigmoid, aakyat na ang contrast natin papunta sa descending colon. So, aakyat dito. Now, this is your descending colon. And this is your splenic flexure. Now, in some cases, meron kasing mga large intestine na medyo redundant. Yung flexure natin minsan ay hindi naka-open. So, in order to open the flexures of the large intestine, you have to take an oblique position. For the descending colon and the splenic flexure, you have to take an RPO position. Pagka naman ascending colon and the hepatic flexure, para ma-open yung flexure niya, you have to take an LPO position. Now, the reverse of LPO and RPO position is RAO and LAO. Pag RAO ang ginamit mo, ang mag-o-open ay yung area ng hepatic flexure. Pag LAO ang ginamit mo, ang mag-o-open ay yung area ng splenic flexure. Kabaligtaran niya ng AP oblique. Pag AP oblique, ang mag-o-open, pag naka-RPO ka, yung left. Ang mag-o-open, pag naka-LPO ka, yung right. Baligtad tayo, ha? So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung malayo, yun ang kinukunan. Pag AP oblique. Pag PA oblique, which is RAO and LAO, ang kinukunan natin kung ano yung malapit. So, if the patient is in RAO, kinukunan mo ay hepatic flexure and ascending colon. Pag naka-LAO ka, ang kinukunan mo ay splenic flexure and descending colon. So, this is your descending and the splenic flexure or the left colic. This is the ascending colon. This is the appendix and part of the ileum. So, part ng ileum to, small intestine. And of course, doon sa corner na yun, the hepatic flexure. Now, after taking a series of radiograph of the rectosigmoid area, the descending colon and the ascending colon will take the entire large intestine using a 14 by 17 film. So, ito yung tinatawag nating pulvarium. So, pag sinabi nating pulvarium, the large intestine is full of contrast, whether it is positive or negative. Now, this is a double contrast study which includes both positive and negative contrast. So, ito yung positive natin, yung mga puti. Yung mga itim na yan, yun naman ang negative. So, this is a combination of both positive and negative. Okay. So, from the distal portion, we have the rectum. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na redundant. Pag redundant, nagkakaroon ng overlapping loops. Nagpapatong-patong. So, pagdating dito, rectosigmoid yan. Ito naman ang umpisa. So, ito yung rectum natin. This is the enemative. So, ito yung enemative na pinapasok natin sa anus. So, ito yung rectum. Ito yung sigmoid. Ito yung start ng sigmoid natin. Mula dito, aakyat, iikot uli, bago makarating sa descending. So, merong overlapping loops. Hindi katulad sa regular na pag nakikita mo sa libro, mula sa rectum,